NATO's days are over. The Ukraine crisis has laid the tombstone of NATO's existence. And now, Europe is realizing it's time to take the matter of its security into its own hands. Hi and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Vedika, and in this video I will tell you how Denmark, a founding member of NATO, is now all set to prioritize the EU's defense pact ahead of NATO. Let's begin. The Russian invasion of Ukraine has prompted much soul-searching across Europe. For the first time since World War II, Europe is gripped by a large-scale conventional war that could very well spill out of Ukraine's borders. Russia has set out on a mission to demilitarize and denazify Ukraine.
Hey, it's me Atul. I started this channel. We started small, we went big. Suddenly, the whitey police was after us. We dodged and ducked, but the algos got us really bad. So we designed our own app. It's free. We never asked for money, we never will. But the droid called us too sensitive and blocked us. We still have an Apple app. Join us and fast, because if you don't, we will cease to exist. Check out the link in the description.
What this means is that Vladimir Putin is looking to topple Kyiv and install a puppet regime of his own choosing in the Ukrainian capital. The question which all European nations are now asking is who's next? Will it be Poland? Will it be Latvia and Estonia? Will Sweden fall prey to Vladimir Putin's goals of securing Russia's immediate neighborhood? And if so, will NATO actually come to the rescue of such countries? Guess who is also asking this question? Denmark, which is a founding member of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Denmark will hold a referendum in June, spooked by Russia's invasion of Ukraine, on whether to join the European Union's defense pact. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen said late Sunday that historical times call for historical decisions. Denmark has had a 30-year-long opt-out from the European Union's common security and defense policies. It is a founding member of NATO though. Now, however, Denmark is beginning to realize that NATO cannot be trusted. Denmark has also realized how the United States, under the rule of Democrats, can only stoke tensions in Europe to benefit its military-industrial complex. When it comes to fulfilling obligations, Washington always chickens out, leaving its allies in the lurch. A referendum in June this year will pave the way for Denmark joining the European Union's own defense pact. French President Emmanuel Macron is a pragmatic man. He knows that the United States under Joe Biden, or any democratic president for that matter, cannot be trusted or relied upon. Washington will keep using NATO to serve its own purposes while refusing to allow the security bloc any leg room when it comes to actually protecting Europe. In September last year, Macron had called on Europe to stop being naive when it comes to defending its interests and building its own military capacity. In January this year, the French president also asked European nations to come together to work together to draw proposals for a new security deal with Russia. He said, "It is good that Europeans and the United States coordinate, but it is necessary that Europeans conduct their own dialogue. We must put together a joint proposal, a joint vision, a new security and stability order for Europe." It now appears that Europe has begun paying heed to the calls of Macron, and Denmark could very well lead the movement of European nations abandoning NATO and becoming a part of EU's defense pact. NATO is a toothless organization that has been serving the USA's interest alone. It has failed to secure Europe. It has failed to keep Russian aggression in check, and above all, it has failed to protect a country that was considered a close non-NATO ally by the Brussels-based body. Denmark joining an independent EU defense pact would motivate many other European nations to do the same. You see, Denmark is a rich country, but frankly speaking, its military prowess is unmotivating. If Russia wants, it could swallow Denmark whole. NATO would find one excuse or another to not join the war against Russia at the time too. Where will that leave Denmark? So, the country is making a calculated choice to go for a European security pact instead that is utterly free of America's influence.